Hello everybody, welcome to my channel, Mary Vintage Art. My name is Mariam and today I wanted to share with you some new Easter DIYs, very budget friendly. And let's get to the DIYs. DIY number one, I made this beaded wreath using some beaded wreath rings from Amazon, and this is how you get the package. It comes with two and it's very affordable. I'm gonna link it down in the description box for you. And all what I did is that opening it, and it comes with the tool and the description and everything, and then I added the beads and closed it using some Gorilla Super Glue because I didn't want to risk that it would open and destroy everything I did. Now I just added some floral foam that I cut in the size to the bottom section of the wreath. I'm sorry. And then I used some floral foam to secure it, and then it was a little wiggly, so I did secure it more with some hot glue. And I kept on wrapping the floral wire just to make sure that it will stay in place, and that will give me the base to put my florals. Now when the hot glue dried, I started adding my greenery, and I did use this fern that you get from Dollar Tree, and it's actually a good quality. And I put it in the floral foam, and then I added some hot glue to secure the two sides to make them look like wings. This is how they look for me. And that was the base of my greenery. Then I added some lamb ears that you get from Walmart, and it's very high quality and very affordable. So I did cut the stems. As you can see, I did cut them to small pieces, and I started gluing them all around my floral foam, and to give it a base for my flowers and to make it look full and beautiful. And I kept adding the lamb ears, and then I cut some peonies. I wanted to put peonies, and the pink peonies, like a beachy pink peonies, I got them from Walmart. It comes in a big stem, and it costs around $8, and it has a lot of flowers into it. And then I was debating whether I should use white peonies with it or Hygienia flowers, if I'm pronouncing it right. And I kept on playing with how I wanted, how my eyes happy with it. And then I added this like sunflower, like dark beachy color in the middle. It came with the peony from Walmart. And then I added the white peonies that I always purchase from Amazon, and they are my favorite. Very, very affordable and very high quality. I will link it down below. And when you make a wreath, you just want to put your flower arrangement equal on each side. So if you put one on the right, the same color, the same flower, you put it on the left. So it gives more contrast and balance to the wreath. And I kept adding some more lamp ears where I think it wasn't full enough for me. And it came out really, really pretty in the end. And I'm sorry, I'm a little bit out of frame here. Added more lamb ears, and I was trying to see if I wanted to add anything else, but in the end it just looked so full and pretty to me, as you can see here in the picture. And I was just putting some little stems of like white little baby breath flowers that came with the peony, the white peony from Amazon. Now I decided that I wanted the sides to be a little bit longer, and I added some eucalyptus that I got from Amazon as well, very cheap and very high quality. And this is how it looked like, and it looked really, really pretty. In the end, I was debating whether I should add a bow to it or I should leave it like this. And I always secure my flowers to my my foam using some pins or hot glue. If you like the video, give me that thumbs up and make sure you subscribe to my channel. Hit the bell to get notified every time I upload a new video. Now to DIY number 2, which is a birdhouse. So I purchased this wood birdhouse from Michael's for $1, less than $1 actually, and it looked a very unique shape to me, different than the Dollar Tree ones, and it was cheaper. So not everything you got from Dollar Tree is cheaper. So definitely check these out. And I decided that I want to contrast some different colors. I wanted to use green with blue. And in the beginning, I did use the celery green from Waverly, but then I changed it, and because it was too bright, I changed it to paint it with moss green. And I just painted the base of the birdhouse with it, as you can see here. And I left the trims because I wanted to color them with a different color. And I was just cleaning the extra paint with some baby wipes. Then I will cover the top until the green paint dry. And I'm gonna use this washi tape that I get from Amazon in a big bag, and I do love it. It has the best springy pattern on it, so pretty. I'm gonna leave this linked down below in the description box also. And because the shape of the birdhouse, I'm sorry, I'm stumbling a lot. The base of the house, the top of the house, the roof of the house, the birdhouse was like kind of squarey, ovally kind of shape, cone shape. So I couldn't put it just a big piece, so I had to cut them to little pieces. The washi tape cut it to little pieces and trimmed the extra away. And I folded all the edges on the bottom there, and I kept adding little pieces, making sure that I line it up together so they all look the same, and the script and the pictures on it would look downward, so it looked like when you look from the front you see them right, not upside down or anything. And that's what I did. I kept adding small pieces to it, sticking them. And the best thing about this washi tape is it does come with the adhesive, so you don't need to add any Mod Podge or glue to it. It's already sticky and it's perfect. So after I covered all the top, I then kept on adding little tiny pieces to cover everything. I just see, yeah, that was a little bit spot here. And you can absolutely use anything for the top. You can use napkins, you can use tissue paper, you can use everything, anything that like have a very soft texture. I wouldn't recommend for this shape of a house to add scrapbooking paper, because it's going to be a bit rough to get it there with this shape. So after I did this, I trimmed the extra and I made sure that the hole in the top is opened because I wanted to add some moss in there. And I was just touching up the paint. Then I started with my Serenity blue, my favorite color from Rust-Oleum, and painted the trim on the top and on the bottom with this beautiful blue color, and it gives the perfect contrast with the tape paper, the tape colors, and the entire colors. And as you can see me here, I was just trying my best not to get any mess of the blue paint on the green. And then later on, I just decided against this green for some reason. It was too bright. I wanted it to look rich and darker. That's why I decided to go with the moss green. And you guys, this washi tape, it's the best to use on any little surfaces that you want to cover with a beautiful pattern. And it has this little butterfly, peonies, and like pink mushrooms. It looked really pretty. And I was here trying my best to line up without making a mess, but I did, and I had to go a few times with my brush to clean it up and to make sure that everything is lined up perfect. And after it dries, you can see here I did use my darker moss color on it. I decided that I want to add some moss to it. I added some moss on the top. I added some moss where the opening of the hole in the birdhouse, and used some hot glue for that. Then I trimmed it so it doesn't look so messy. Then I decided to make a finger bow with the jute twine to the top of the house where I added the moth. And if you are interested to know how I make this bow, it's like a double bow. Let me know in the comment below and I will make a video about it. And I also added a little pink flower that I get usually from Hobby Lobby and in the discount. They are very cheap but very high quality, and I added it next to the house, and that is it. DIY number 3. I'm gonna make a bunny cloche. I got this cloche from Dollar Tree, and I'm gonna add some little eggs that I get from Hobby Lobby in the Easter, and it was 40% discount. So before you paint anything plastic or glass, you have to make sure that you clean it with some alcohol to make sure that the paint is going to adhere well. And I used this little bunny that you get from Dollar Tree, and I painted it with my gray chalk paint from Folk Art. I can't remember the name of it now, but I will check it and leave it down in the description box below. I also used some little baby breath, breathe or breath? Breathe. I'm so sorry. I'm just tumbling a lot. Yeah, I added it to, I'm going to show you right now everything I'm doing. So I decided to paint the base of the cloche with my Waverly chalk paint in white. And I give it about 2 coats. And I also used this small wood candle holder or handle that I purchased from Hobby Lobby, and it's very inexpensive. And I added this moss ball to the bottom of my bunny to raise it up a little. And then I added some floral moss that I bought from Dollar Tree all around it, and I trimmed it just to make sure that I didn't add too much that my cloche wouldn't close. So you have to be very careful with that. Don't add too much so your cloche will close perfectly. And here I added the baby breathe. And no, I added the eggs first. I love these eggs, and you can never find this size with already colored and already made for you in Hobby Lobby. And I kept on alternating the eggs colors how I like them. And then I added the little white flowers to it. Then I decided that the bunny is missing something, so I did add a little flower, a pink flower to it, and I glued it. There was a hole on the top of the bunny that you should hang it from, and I did add that. Then I did add my little handle that I painted it white to contrast with the bottom of the cloche, and I used Gorilla Super Glue gel for that, because if you use hot glue it wouldn't stick, and I know that I've used it a lot and it didn't work, so that was the best thing to do. And then I made it the jute twine little bow, and I hang it on the top of the handle and closed it, and this is how it turned out. It turned out so cute and beautiful. This is how I displayed it on my tier tray. And for DIY number 4, it's gonna be a colored egg. So I did use some tumbling blocks from Dollar Tree and some colored eggs already colored from Walmart, and it's very inexpensive. They come 12 in a pack and they look so cute. So I did put my tumbling blocks, line them like this, and glue them with hot glue, and I used around 5 of them, and then the 6th one I did cut it in half. So this is how I thought it would look nice, and it's not going to be too big to put on a tier tray. Then I painted it with my antique wax, and then I used a baby wipe to take off any of the extra. And after it dried, I started gluing my eggs pattern, the color pattern, how I like them. And I was just looking there to see how I wanted them and how the spacing. And I just eyeballed it, and there you're going to see that I made a mistake. Some of them were too close, and then I had to get them take them off and then put them back. But that's okay. While you're crafting, you make mistakes and you can fix it again. That's not a problem. And yeah, that's what I did. And I kept on adding the glue and then taking it off. And I did add both the Gorilla, no, this is not the Gorilla. This is the super gel glue that you get from the Dollar Tree, and it works perfect, just like the Gorilla. And I added it with some hot glue just to give it an immediate hold. But that white egg did not want to stick for some reason. I kept on sanding and trying to wipe it off. Maybe it was like a powdery dust something on it, because it came from a different pack. It was only white. So yeah, I kept on gluing it until I got the spacing right. Then I did cut a word Easter on my Cricut. You can also, I show you here, you can also use a rub-on transfer from Dollar Tree, or the stickers from Walmart or Dollar Tree. There is a lot of alternative. You don't have to use a Cricut if you don't have it. And then I did cut this, and I'm just transfer it to my eggs. And it came out so pretty, guys. This is how it looked like. I love it. It's one of my favorite. And again, guys, thank you so much for watching my videos. Don't forget to subscribe and like my videos to help me with my channel. See you next time.